Hey everyone, this is Daniel from PhoneArena with a video comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the Nokia 808 PureView. The 808 PureView has the smartphone camera we've all been waiting for. This 41 megapixel huge sensor here on the back, and the Galaxy S3 is probably the most hyped and popular Android phone this year. That's why we decided to pit them against each other and help you choose if you're considering any of these two handsets for one reason or another. The Samsung Galaxy S3 is undoubtedly a leap forward in chassis design, considering the internals it sports and the huge displays it accommodates. The compact body is less than 9mm thin and makes the Nokia 808 PureView look like a chubby kid with its 14mm thick body, on top of which is this big hump for the 41 megapixel sensor here, and this bar, physical navigational keys, plastic bar here underneath the display, and the coarse plastic of the body of the Nokia 808 PureView make it look like any of the army of Symbian handsets of yesteryear. It does feel more solid than the Galaxy S3 though, which is very light, and of course it's easier to operate with one hand due to the 4-inch screen compared to 4.8 inches here on the Samsung Galaxy S3. Yet Samsung's phone also has a microSD slot, removable battery and HDMI out capabilities, just like the Nokia 808 PureView, so Nokia's phone can't even muster an advantage in expandability, so the design part goes to the Samsung Galaxy S3. The only slight advantage that the Nokia 808 PureView display 4-inch AMOLED screen has before the 4.8 inches Super AMOLED screen of the Galaxy S3 is that it appears brighter, thanks to the clear back anti-reflective layer Nokia has put on top in everything else, like colors and especially resolution, pixel density. The 4.8 incher beats the 808 PureView by a huge margin. The 360 by 640 resolution, typical for Nokia Bell handsets, makes for a lousy pixel density on this size, whereas the 720 by 1280 pixels on the Samsung Galaxy S3 make for crisp and distinct imagery, regardless of the pentile matrix used compared to the regular RGB on the 808 PureView. Viewing angles are comparable on both handsets, as in very good, but the color gamut appears way more tame on the Galaxy S3 when placed next to the 808 PureView, where the reds can easily turn eye-piercing at high brightness. Let's have a look at the interfaces on both devices now. Some say Nokia Bell copied Android with this multiple home screens interface, resizable widgets, and pull-down notification bar with connectivity toggles that you see here. Regardless of the source though, this Nokia Bell is very much ahead of what Symbian used to offer before. It can't be the original though, not at this screen resolution, and especially not when the Android interface is powered by that quad-core Exynos processor in the Galaxy S3. The UI here is silky smooth, and installing apps is a breeze, whereas with the Nokia 808 PureView we often have stuttering, and installing big apps can take minutes instead of seconds. We're not even counting here the quality and quantity of apps in the Google Play Store, which puts the Nokia store to shame. The Samsung Galaxy S3 also introduces many useful options like pop-up play for picture-in-picture video watching. The Nokia 808 PureView has voice commands and dialing as well, for example, but S-Voice on the Galaxy S3 might be less than Google Voice Search and Android Jelly Bean on Apple's Siri, yet it's certainly more versatile than Nokia's voice actions. About the only thing Nokia Bell Feature Pack 1, as found on the 808 PureView, has before Android ICS on the Galaxy S3 is this full landscape mode here of the interface and the lock screen clock that is constantly on, like that. But these two you can replicate with third-party apps and launchers on the Galaxy S3, so the interface and functionality part again goes to Samsung's finest. Let's check the browsers now. It's a bit of a predetermined comparison between the Nokia 808 PureView and the Samsung Galaxy S3. The stuttering and slow browser on the Nokia 808 PureView is light years behind the fastest browser on a mobile device to date, as we find it in the Samsung Galaxy S3. It beats it in every way imaginable and supports full desktop Adobe Flash to boot. The browser on the Nokia 808 PureView is pretty bad in comparison with this gorgeous experience here. And of course this screen pixel density is a deterrent. Reading too much with the browser on the Nokia 808 PureView. What the handset has going for it, you can see how the checkered boxes appears each time we try to zoom in. Overall, a pretty bad rendering engine. The only advantage is the brighter display. You can see how this 300 and something nits on the Samsung Galaxy S3 looks much paler compared to the about 500 nits of brightness here, 400 and something on the Nokia 808 PureView. And it also doesn't exhibit this cold color bluish hue that the Samsung Galaxy S3 has. Other than that, the browser on the Samsung Galaxy S3 sleeps and bounds ahead of the default browser in the Nokia 808 PureView. Both video players run everything you throw at them. Here on the Nokia 808 PureView, it includes DivX XVID and MKV files right out of the box and up to at least Full HD definition, as you can see. Of course, the video player is pretty basic compared to what we have here on the Samsung Galaxy S3, but due to the extra graphics processor here on the Nokia 808 PureView, we do have support for various video file formats up to very high definitions. It's another question altogether how good the viewing experience is on this 4-inch 360 by 640 display compared to the Super AMOLED HD screen here on the Galaxy S3. The Samsung Galaxy S3 might have handy panorama and HDR functions here in the interface, which the Nokia 808 PureView lacks, but that's about it. The pictures created by the huge 41 megapixel sensor here on the Nokia dwarf those with the 8 megapixel camera of the Galaxy S3, and not because of the resolution. Even the 5 megapixel pictures in fully automatic mode on the 808 PureView outdoors make the often overexposed and oversaturated photos from Samsung's phone appear amateurish in comparison. Granted, the Galaxy S3 also offers an abundance of settings and shooting modes. Some preset scene modes, just like on the Nokia 808 PureView. It's just that the sensor is much smaller than the one on the Nokia 808 PureView. Outdoor photos are fine with the Galaxy S3, yet with much less detail and way more noise than those from the PureView sensor. But when we get inside, the difference is dramatic in favor of Nokia's phone. Samsung can't really be blamed here. Its camera is decent for a 2012 flagship, but nobody will be matching the 41 megapixel sensor of Nokia 808 PureView anytime soon. In terms of video capture, both handsets are able to film sharp and fluid 1080p videos with 30 frames per second. But just the fact that you can do up to 4 times lossless zoom with the Nokia 808 PureView is enough to skew the balance in its favor, even without the oversampling tech that merges the adjacent pixels into one super pixel, reducing noise and increasing detail. When we add the Nokia Rich Recording stereo audio, which captures both very low and very high, up to 140 decibels sounds without distortion, Nokia is the clear winner in the camera department, both for stills and video. If you're not the shutter-happy kind of guy, the Nokia 808 PureView might be quickly put in the drawer and taken out only for occasions, going out on vacations. If you have the Samsung Galaxy S3 as your daily driver, the flexibility of Android planted in the thin and compact body with this big 4.8-inch Super AMOLED HD display and the additional special features like pop-up play, for example, make the Samsung Galaxy S3 a much better choice. About the only advantage that the Nokia 808 PureView has in terms of software is the free offline voice-guided navigation of Nokia Drive that comes with it. In terms of hardware, however, despite that the silicon which powers the Galaxy S3 is way ahead of what's inside Nokia's handset, We have one area where it has a huge advantage. The 41 megapixel PureView camera is the best ever made for smartphones. The loudspeaker and the rich recording stereo audio also are much better on Nokia's phone. The sensor is so good that a few botched party or holiday shots and videos with the Galaxy S3, where the Nokia 808 PureView would have passed with flying colors, might make you reconsider how much design and apps you actually need. If you're not the one for photos and videos, however, well, then the Galaxy S3 would be an easy pick before the Nokia 808 PureView, especially in light of the comparable pricing right now. This was a video comparison between the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the Nokia 808 PureView from PhoneArena. For more information about these and other handsets, you can visit us at PhoneArena.com. Thanks for watching.